Hey everyone, and welcome to today's fall video. We're going to be doing a small mobile home makeover on our kitchen island area. I'm also going to be doing a ton of homemaking in this video. Starting out with homemaking, we are putting laundry away and getting the bedroom and the bathroom cabinet cleaned up. And also, we are going to be doing some harvesting in this video and freezer food preserving, which I'm really excited to do with y'all. I also am going to be sharing with you a fall inspired little dessert recipe. We're going to be doing no bake cookies, but with a fall twist to them, and you could do them two different ways. You can either do a maple brown sugar no-bake cookie, or you can do a pumpkin spice oatmeal no-bake cookie. Speaking of fall and Halloween, this is my spooky season sweatshirt. They did have a couple more if you are into fall more than you are Halloween. So I'm going to link this sweatshirt down below in the description box. I love it, and it's finally cool enough in North Carolina to be able to wear this. So here are all the towels and washcloths I folded in a recent video, and now it's time to put them away. Before I can do that, I've got to clean up this mess. I've got stuff kind of everywhere, so I'm going to straighten that up, and then once I'm done in here, I will be making the bed. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you are new to my channel and you like homemaking and home update videos, then hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you over here, and leave a green heart in the comment section.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
It is the next day, and I'm going to be making this sausage. We like the hot one from Swaggerty's, and then I'm also going to be making some scrambled eggs. But before I do that, I'm just going to let these cook, and I'm going to put away the clean dishes.
In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. My way.
And I'm going to be starting my 1 load of laundry today. I have been keeping up with the Weather Channel this weekend because there's a lot of heavy rain in Myrtle Beach area in Wilmington, which we're a good like 3.5 at least hours away from there. So all we've gotten from, I think they recently either had a hurricane or a tropical storm, or there's one coming. I'm not really sure. But I'm doing the dishes, and you can tell it's a little bit gloomy outside. Not really raining, just a light, like drizzle every now and then. And then we have felt that warm air but mixed with that cool wind, so it feels like a storm's coming or in the air somewhere, but we're pretty much dry here. I did just want to mention for any of y'all that are in a path of a storm or a hurricane this season, I just pray for your safety and the people around you safety and all of your property. They said it that we're past the peak of hurricane season, but that the end of hurricane season is normally worse than the beginning. I don't know, but I've enjoyed watching the news. I actually deleted my Instagram account and TikTok account. I just felt like it was taking time away from what I should be focusing on, which is reading my Bible more and just being more present with my family. So if you ever feel like taking a break from social media, I highly recommend it. I don't think I'll ever go back to Instagram or TikTok. So I've just been watching the news in the background, specifically the Weather Channel, because the news kind of makes me depressed sometimes. And I also, this is so funny. I also earlier today was watching the live cops where they just go on calls and they're being like filmed and stuff, and I always watch it whenever they have the most random stories on there. Anyways, I am getting this salty caramel cappuccino going. These y'all are so good, and it's the Indulgio brand, but we picked them up at Ollie's, which is a liquidation store. I'm telling y'all, they have the best coffee, and it's amazing prices because they are like overstock or just discontinued from the store. So we're almost done cooking breakfast, and we're just gonna sit down and eat together. Aaron and I do this a lot for our first meal, which is typically sausage and eggs. So I figured I would share that with y'all because it's just like a little family time between us.
That carries me through. I give up the world, the moon, the sky. For you, I'd reach so high. Across the ocean, I'd soar with pride. For you, I give up my dreams, my hopes, my view. For you, what more could I ever do? I give up the world, the moon, the sky. For you, in the silent dawn, you stir from sleep. Sunlight paints your face in a golden sheen. The hush of dawn, a peaceful sea. A love that grows like a tender rose. In the soft light troubles fade away with you. No need for words to say your love, a gentle breeze that carries me through. I give up the world, the moon, the sky. For you, I'd reach so high, across the ocean, I'd soar with pride.
So I'm about to prep this area, and I'm so excited to get to painting this little island. I'm going to call it an island. I know it's technically, what is it, like a peninsula or something, but we're going to call it an island. And I am going to be painting this black. It previously was pink and the door was pink, but because a lot of stuff in our house is black and most of our walls are white, we decided to just stick with those colors. That way everything foundation wise is the same and it's kind of neutral. That way we can do whatever color decor we want. Speaking of decor, the next season we decorate for is going to be Christmas, and one of you asked what colors I'm going to do: silver, gold, white. And thankfully last year after Christmas I did a winter wonderland theme for January, and I have all of that. So I'm going to be doing kind of like a winter wonderland theme, but for Christmas. I may throw in some pops of red just to have those traditional colors. I love traditional decor. It is probably my favorite. When you think of fall, the bright oranges, and Christmas, the red and the green, like I've always loved those because it reminds me of growing up and those being the colors that were everywhere. Like think 90s Christmas, love that. So I kind of, and thankfully vintage is really in, so I kind of do want to find some cute vintage looking Santas and maybe some red and white vintage looking houses, and then just have those silver deers that I got last year and the white, gold, and silver sparkly trees, the bottle brush trees, and have those out everywhere and kind of just make it a winter wonderland North Pole, if you will, theme going on. So not a lot of green, if any green. If we do green, it's going to be a really dark, like, just think of forest. Is it forest pine? Why am I thinking of forest pine? That's an essential oil I have. But pine needles. It's like a very cool yet dark green. I think that would be great.
But when the miles have worn you thin, the snow will be your way. The hush, the sense of blanket white, a single star, a distant light, on fields where shadows creep. This promise I will keep.
And this is a Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch Ultra Cover paint, and it is the flat black. It's the same paint we used on the door, so we're just going to use that on this area as well. Y'all, I moved the camera back and my knee went straight into that pan. All the tape all the tape we put around here didn't even matter because I spilled paint everywhere. It was funny, but also I kind of froze. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Because this has never happened before. But I figured I would leave it in the video. One, because it's hilarious, and two, because stuff like this happens sometimes. I feel like every project I do, there's at least one thing that happens that was unexpected. So, anyways, I go to grab some paper towels, and I actually, because I did not want to waste this, and I poured quite a bit of it, got on the floor, y'all. Like, probably at least half a cup of paint got on the floor, if not more. It was a huge puddle, like a pizza-sized puddle of paint. So I'm getting it up with paper towels, and I'm wiping it on the wall like a child, and then I'm taking the paint roller and just smoothing it out and doing this as fast as I possibly can, because I wanted to get up all that paint that I could. And in the moment, I'm sure there's like a million other ways that I could have done this better, but in the moment, you're just like, it's like survival mode. What are you gonna do? So I was just doing what I thought was the best thing to do. And y'all can see I'm like frustrated. I'm like, I put all this tape here and now there's paint on the floor. And thankfully, I'm so grateful that we have the type of floors we do, because it's really easy to clean them. You'll see me do that later. I literally took Caldrea countertop cleaner, sprayed it on the floor, and then walked over it with a towel that I feel okay with, making look horrible. It's actually outside because it's going in the trash now. Anyways, sometimes stuff happens and you just gotta roll with it. I don't know why it was blurry there, but you can see how this is going on. It's going on nicely, and the first coat always looks bad. But that second coat, I cannot wait for y'all to see the outcome of this, because it is so good.
Running across the border, following the water, make the most of every notion. Soaring like a kite, higher than a mite, baby, I can see the ocean. Baby, run like the river, run. You will become one with the ocean. One day we're gonna meet again. Until then, run like the river runs. 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 We all know there will be a last time for everything and everyone.
Okay, now that we got that cleaned up, I'm still like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I can paint the rest of this. I'm also going to paint up underneath it where you can see that pink. Even though it's going to be hard to see when you back away from it, you can see it now. So I'm going to paint that as well. But I will have this paint linked in the description box down below for any of y'all that are needing any black paint. This is a really good one.
Kaleidoscope, both of us changing our pattern with every spin. Kaleidoscope, glass bits and pieces from planets that I've never been. first rain, here I am aiming to please. Comets and asteroid blues cross between us. Fall, summer, spring, steady and bleak, wintering. You are a lantern to me in the stardust. Kaleidoscope, both of us changing our pattern with every spin. Oh, kaleidoscope, glass bits and pieces from planets that I've never been. I'm fixated on every new shape you're making.
I'm going to let this first coat dry, and I am switching gears and coming in here in our main bathroom and getting it cleaned up. I'm using just these Clorox wipes to do the outside, and then I already sprayed a little bit of that Kaboom foam in the toilet, and y'all, I'm out of it. You can see it in the trash can. It's all gone, which means I'm going to need to get another one. But last week, or probably a video, like a few videos back, I used the liquid barkeeper's friend in our guest bathroom, and it worked really well. So instead of going out and buying another can of this right away, I'm just going to keep using the barkeeper's friend on both of our toilets, and then when that's empty, I'll go and get some more of the Kaboom, because it is by far my favorite. I don't know what it is, but there is something really satisfying about seeing the purple foam turn white, and then that's when you know you can go ahead and wipe it down or scrub or whatever you're going to do. And also, when it comes to bathrooms, I actually prefer that it smells like a chemical because then I know it's really going to get it clean.
Stepping stones together. Do you see it now? You're still that child. You're the glue for my pieces. With you I know I can grow.
So throughout the week, I'm sharing with y'all cleaning tasks that I'm going to start doing every single day. So on different days, I'll do different things. But today, I am cleaning my bedroom. So we already did most of that the night before, but I needed to dust the bottom of our fan because it gets really hairy. And I also needed to dust our lamps and our nightstands. So that, and then cleaning the bathrooms, is what I'm going to start doing on Saturdays. And then Sundays I take off, but you will see on Sunday in this video, I did do some food preservation. But other than that, I haven't done anything but edit this video because Sundays are my day of rest, my day of reading, and I want to call it my Jesus day, but hopefully that is respectful to say, because it is really important to me to have that day, that even though every day I have small bits about that day that I do take time to think about Jesus, but on Sundays, that's my day of this whole day is me acknowledging who my Father is, and that I'm not just here on earth by myself, and that I am supposed to be an example and live by example, that kind of stuff. So anyways, at the end of this video, I will have a verse of the day for y'all, and I recently started a new plan on the Holy Bible app. It's been so long since I had been on there that I forgot that I still had 2 plans I needed to finish. So this morning I started a plan, but then I also finished 2 other ones. And I noticed that because I gave up Instagram and TikTok, it just came easier to me to open the Bible app and start a new plan. And I can see that becoming a replacement for the time I was spending on social media, which I think is, I think I'm going to really enjoy it. I even maybe want to have like a notebook and write down verses that stuck out to me, because I think that would be something to be fun and like look back at.
Just breathe in the poison and hope God is real. I'll pick you violet flowers if I get there faster than you. I'll pick you violet flowers if I get there faster than you. 'Cause it's mad, yeah it's mad. Oh, the whole world's mad. 'Cause it's mad, it's all mad. It's mad out there. 'Cause it's black, yeah it's black. Oh, the water's black. 'Cause it's black, it's all black. Black water.
I am going to let the second coat dry, and while we're doing that, we are going to make these no-bake cookies. So you're going to need half a cup of unsalted butter, and I am actually using, I put maybe a fourth of a cup of this pumpkin spice spread, and then I'm going to do the rest of that half a cup with regular butter. Then you're going to want to do 1 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. And then you're going to want to do half a cup of milk, 3/4 cup. Oh, well, you're going to let this cook and come to a boil first, like a vigorous boil is what it says. I'm getting this recipe off of Live Well, Bake Often, and the only thing I changed up was we added that peanut butter, and then the type of oatmeal we'll be adding is a little bit different and makes it even more fall cozy vibes. But I'm just getting this melted, and now you can see it is at a boil, and it's going to be at that boil for 60 seconds. Then you're going to put in your peanut butter. Obviously, don't use peanut butter if you are allergic. I'm sure it would be good if you just take that out and switch it for a different type of butter. I think there's other like almond butters possibly would be okay. But we tossed in 3 1/4 cup of maple brown sugar oatmeal, and I used the Food Line brand, which is the generic brand, and you're gonna think this silly, but it's because it's really not that flavorful, but because we're adding it to all of this other sugary sweetness, I think it's gonna be really good. And I already know it's really good because we made so many of these, and there's only like 5 left. Aaron ate a few, I ate quite a few, and then he went fishing with his friend, and he took some with him because he said they were really good. So we're gonna let these dry on the countertop for 45 minutes, and that's it. You just let them set and then you can eat them, but these taste so good. You do taste the maple and you do taste a little bit of that pumpkin. But here's the before of our kitchen island area, and here is the after. And here's the after with our chairs, and I just love the way the chairs pop now.
No sleep, my veins run dry, I'm empty. I can't see, I'm blinded by this concrete.
I hope y'all enjoyed this small mobile home makeover, and it's just a reminder that small projects make big differences, so don't forget to do those because they do make a big impact overall in the space.
Move on without you, you.
Now we're headed outside because Aaron is grilling out for us. He's doing burgers and sausages, or brats, if you will. And we had a cookout with one of our friends that lives in our neighborhood, and it was so fun. So we got to have these burgers and sausage, and we had some chili to put over them. Aaron said the roof's chili is the best. You get it in the refrigerated section where the hot dogs are, because I'd been getting the canned ones, and he said, no, we got to get the refrigerated ones. Anyways, he wanted me to show y'all that he cleaned his shed and organized it a little bit more. So everything in here, he just DIY'd, and started to like hang up stuff on the wall and get it all organized, and then the big lawnmower goes inside of there. But when we get the new shed, we'll be able to put all of the stuff from inside the house, like the home decor and extra linens and stuff like that that I don't use all the time, in there. And actually, it's going to free up a lot of space for me to have my fall and winter clothes in one closet, and then keep my spring and summer clothes in another one. That way my main closet isn't so full all the time. So this is the next day, and on this day I picked all of the bell peppers and all of the red tomatoes and some chili peppers, and we're going to be preserving tomatoes, onions, the chili peppers, and bell peppers, and we're going to be freezing all of them. So I'm going to be sharing with y'all what I do to freeze all of these items from our garden so that they hold up well, and I'll let you know how long they hold up in the freezer.
Take my chance and hold you close, and I'll follow you back home. If I could be somebody else, I would be your Romeo, and I would never let you go. Maybe I could be your stranger. One too many and strobing lights, yet I can spot you in this crowd. Am I staring way too obvious? What if I gathered all my confidence? Could I walk right up to you, be the stranger you've been looking for? No, I know this could never be, but I'm still allowed to dream. And if it was you and me, then I would laugh with you all night. Take my chance and hold you close, and I'll follow you back home. If I could be somebody else, I would be your Romeo, and I would never let you go.
I'm going to get all my red tomatoes in here and get them boiling. only for a little bit, long enough for that skin to kind of bust open so it can peel the skin off and get the core out of there. And then the rest of it we're going to simmer and put some salt in there and use that as spaghetti sauce or whatever kind of sauce I want to make. I had enough to do 2 batches, and now I'm just taking all these bell peppers. I had some from my refrigerator and some from the garden. I'm just going to rinse them off, and then I'm going to dice all of these. You take the seeds out and the little like core out, and then I just dice all the outside of it, and I'm going to be using that in fajitas and whatever else we want to use bell peppers for. I do use them for fajitas and stir fry with like sausage and rice. And I'm also going to be dicing up some onions I got from the grocery store because I just know I'm not going to use them in time before they go bad. And I don't know why I've never thought to just chop them up and freeze them, because for the onions, it says you can freeze them raw, and I'm using these freezer bags, and I did double up on the bell peppers and the onions just to kind of keep them from freezer burn. But it says that these vegetables can last and stay fresh in your freezer for 3 to 6 months. So that's plenty of time. Mentally in my head, I'm thinking, okay, so I have until at least January to use up all of this produce. I could not find a permanent marker, but if you have a permanent marker, then you can just put the date you know, preserved them, or you could put the date that you need to use them up before you need to toss them out. But I'm just going to finish chopping up all of this and then get them in the freezer bags.
Sometimes we act like a fool, not aware we're troublemakers. Sometimes we try to be cool, not being givers, only takers. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you? Think for a minute, who you wanna be for a minute. Don't get over your head, you're like everyone else, aren't you? You could gain from being a bit nicer, know when to talk and when to shut your mouth. You're so moody, always such a fighter. Try to open up your mind sometimes, you'll be just fine. You'll be just Sometimes we yell when we're sad, and sometimes we laugh when we're afraid. Sometimes we smile when we're mad, and some lines we wished we'd never said. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you? Think for a minute, who you wanna be for a minute. Don't get over your head, you're like everyone else, aren't you? You could gain from being a bit nicer, know when to talk and when to shut your mouth. You're so moody, always such a fighter. Try to open up your mind sometimes,
Our tomatoes are done, and it's super easy to just take the skin off. I actually saw Amanda Payne doing this the other day. If you're not already watching her videos, I love her channel. I just feel like they're really down to earth over there. So if you are not watching them, definitely go head over to Amanda Payne's channel and check it out. But here's the corn that we harvested. I have about 3 bags of those. I've already used one of them. The peppers and the onions are in there, and then I just have this simmering on the pot with some salt. Once it was done simmering, I did put them in these bags, and then I just have them on this rack cooling, and then once they're cooled, I will put them in the freezer. That way they will be able to store up to 3 to 6 months. I'm so excited to be able to make my own spaghetti sauce with the tomatoes that we had from the garden. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, and then also catch up on some latest videos here on the screen. Bye!